This is going to act like a wrist cock-up splint when you don't have a wrist cock-up splint, okay? So likely you're gonna have a couple things in your kit anyway. You should have a SAM splint, okay? Everyone should have a SAM splint in their kit that can then be opened up and create a device where we're stabilizing the wrist. And then you would just tape around your SAM splint, okay? But in lieu of a SAM splint, in lieu of a typical, even a CVS brand or Walgreens brand cock-up splint, you can make your own. So this person likely has fallen or tripped, caught themselves, right, a foosh, and has some kind of trauma now to the wrist, whether you think it's just a light sprain of the wrist or you think this could be fractured. So light sprain, we're gonna stabilize it, Coban, send them home, start taking some anti-inflammatories, ice it regularly, put your arnica cream, and then wrap it back up, okay? And be on ice off and on as that initial acute injury management. Fracture is stabilize and send them to an urgent care or an emergency room to get x-rayed so that we know, right? So that would just send you down a slightly different path, but you would still stabilize them with the same tape. If you didn't have Coban, you could stabilize them SAM splint and a small ACE wrap, because again, there's different sizes of ACE wraps, but I usually keep Coban for acute purposes. So here we would have them try to sit in a little bit of some extension. We're gonna need to have the thumb slightly open. And then from here, we just have to find the best way. Now, what's gonna happen is you see the area of her thumb is more now say her thumb hurts to open, right? I'm not gonna make her open. I'm just gonna kind of pinch the tape so it lays down. Did you see that? Okay. So I'm gonna just do that again. So pinch the tape to lay it down, okay? And then from there, once I feel like I've got a good enough wrap, I'm gonna go, 50%, our typical, past the carpals to wherever you think you need to stop, right? Where is it not involved anymore? If there's any early signs of swelling, you would just make sure you keep going further. And then remember, Coban is one that it'll stick to itself, but it doesn't rip very well, okay? So we'll do a couple around the hand. Kind of anchor yourself though before you go into the thumb. So you saw how I kind of went around the wrist once, and then I went through the hand here. And you could do that as many, like if the is a wider space, bigger hand, you might need 3 to go through there to kind of give the support you need, and then start taking it up the wrist, okay? So very, very simple for your Coban to do for acute injuries.